Who wants to keep running? The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to, tol!
This Razor, I feel like it's very easy for this Pango to come to his lane and find the kill on him. Tomato just needs to play some good Dota in that bottom lane. You are doing that 1v2 style where you do really get ahead of these trades, especially when you hit level 3 with that second point brain sap. Oh, and they're going on Z-Freak.
There's the play. Oh, wait.
A little bit messy.
Yeah, they could still get it, though. There it is. Okay.
Thing is in the shield crash. It is a much stronger build, especially now that the slow scales so heavily. It's a 40% slow. It's kind of ridiculous. But then bottom lane, you give up Husky.
Self away. Honestly, he's got the pig pull, so if it really comes down to it, could make his escape that way, but it looks like he's just going to go for the straight TP.
Oh,
but
Tomato.
the heals! Tomato gets the vision. The pig pull does come down now, but by this point it's too late. Fiend's Grip is in there, and Undying will be able to find it. Envy was so close to getting out.
So they get their opportunity after quite a little bit of time, and if he dies again here mid,
The jump,
but
they're going down to Envy, though.
Yeah.
West side jungle, they're going to try and lock him down. The Fiend's Grip now comes out. Very nicely timed there from those two heroes, making sure Envy doesn't have a chance to get out. He just has to try and fight his way through this. He's not going to be able to make it. Gunner, though, is rolling in with the Rolling Thunder. That's going to be enough to take down Dubu, but the rest of the lineup is really getting bounced around here. Moo does not have that ult for really another minute, and Gunner's out of time on that Rolling Thunder, but they're trying to get onto Tomato. They whittled him away bit by bit. Gunner finishes off for the double kill, and now Bane's not there for the lockdown. Tomato's not there for the damage, so really Undying are actually the ones who are getting turned around as Saberlight's just going to get locked up. He has nowhere left to go as he will be finished off while he dies, though.
Spells get cast, but now for Zoomers, they have to wait a little bit. Even though they're making a little bit of a Q play here, they don't have spells.
Fiend's Grip comes in, Static Link's there as well. Envy's dropping. Can they keep him alive? He needs to be able to get away. The axes are coming through. Envy's still not dead, though. He is trying to fall back with the plasma field to bring him down. Tomato gets the kill. Moon does get sacrificed in exchange, but at this point, for Zoomers, they're just getting run down, but Gunner trying to join the fight, looking to clean up on the back line. He does get Saberlight. The problem is, he's lost too many of his teammates. Both of the supports end up going down there, and now you've got Gunner and Moo kind of stuck in the middle. They are going to be able to bring down Dubu, but they've got to be careful of these heroes coming up from behind. Bryle does not have a crazy amount of mana, but he could still do a lot of damage with that E-Blade back up, but they really would want to focus Gunner, and that's exactly what Tomato's doing, trying to get in. The Swashbuckle, though, breaking that Static Link, and now this fight's just looking kind of awkward. I really don't think anyone wants to be here anymore, as Bryle is going to be backing away. Gunner does still have the Swashbuckle.
Yeah, and that's where I am a little bit concerned now. I had that fear where 4 Zoomers were able to hit those very similar timings. I think Moon does just get cleaned up. He gets mopped up. But if this Razor is able to finish off this Shiva's guard, everything I said about this Fen matchup doesn't matter. We're not seeing that early Daedalus coming out from Eternal Envy either.
Oh god, Moo,
so
Ravage in.
Not going to need to be worried. Yeah,
Bryle. He was on max Agi, didn't see it coming, didn't get the chance to pop the Manta, didn't switch over in time, so big kill for 4 Zoomers. They're going to be able to lock down Saberlight as well. Unfortunately,
here. No Ravage, though.
Sending the illusion forward. Moo popped. Oh, that's so perfect. Saberlight is standing just close enough where Moo pops, so he thinks the illusion is a real hero. And now the jig is up, but 4 Zoomers, they're still trying for this. Moon, that's very aggressive. He actually ended up getting his teammate stunned there, but neither one of them are really going to be taken down. Now Gunner, that's a bit too far forward. The Roar is actually going to lock him down, and he's pretty much isolated. Now the Fiend's Grip comes in, but Moo jumping forward. He doesn't have the Ravage for 5, though. He's got to wait a little while longer, but while he waits, Gunner is dead. Tomato's just going to push his way forward. Husky's dead as well. Moo is in some serious trouble here. He does have the mana for the Ravage now. He will deploy, connecting onto pretty much everybody as they've taken out Tomato. They need to be able to get Bryle here as well, but the Morphling is doing a good job of getting onto the backline. He and Moon Meander will bring down Z-Freak, and now Envy and Moo really just have to try and hold the line by themselves, but they are surrounded on pretty much all sides. Dubu, though, does get locked down by the Sinister Gaze, as Husky did buy back into the fight, but at this point, this is just getting so broken up. Husky may be sacrificed a second time here, as Saberlight is going to sort of run him down, but the rest of the lineup, they want Envy. They need to get in onto that Sven. The dive bomb is going to come through for the stun, but they need a little bit more lockdown. They get it now with Moon coming in for another telekinesis. So that 4 Zoomers kind of have to think twice about their initiation, and then the fight that they do end up going for is not beneficial for them as Z-Freak. That's just not fair. Dive bomb into Bryle, hitting him up with that damage, and now they did get a stun onto Husky. Too deep for Undying to really go for.
Yeah, and you have to be careful. This is pretty much the best spell Moon could ask for.
They'll go for this one, though. Envy's going to get hit up. No BKB, so they hit him now with the telekinesis as well. Bryle, however, is kind of focusing on Gunner. They might want to focus back in, try to bring down that Sven, but the Force Staffs are just pushing Envy away. He is going to be okay, so a little bit of split focus there, but Husky, I think he's going to end up paying the price for this one. He does try for the Sinister Gaze, but it's not going to be enough. Those first 2 picks on their own side, we were talking about how maybe they won't be entirely reliant on the Sven for the damage, for the initiation. They have these other cores that can maybe pick up the slack, but the play from Undying is forcing that situation to really knock her the reality as Dubu. Not a whole lot he can do about that one. Envy's quick in for the kill. Dive Bomb, though, will stun him up, but at this point, no one's really in position to follow that one up. So it's just going to be Dubu going down, but Undying are kind of spreading out a little bit here, looking for a moment to jump in as they do catch Z-Freak. So they'll hit him up with the telekinesis. The dive bomb comes through as well. Saberlight wants the roar, not going to get it just yet. Now he'll pop the BKB, and at this point, Z-Freak, yeah, he is almost certainly going down here. One more hit should do him in as Moon Meander finishes off with the stolen concussion shot, or concussive shot rather. But that's just going to be a support trade-off. They need this play. Envy's going to get caught. Eul Scepter puts him up in the air. The Static Link's going to start to drain that away. Moon comes in, looking for the telekinesis, keeping Envy inside of that Static Link range, and Envy, there's just nothing he can do. He can't go anywhere. Another dive bomb comes in from Saberlight. Envy's able to buy out his Daedalus, I suppose, before he dies.
It just feels very unfortunate, and look at Bryle. Not a care in the world. He's getting your melee racks.
He wants it. He's got the backup this time as well as Tomato's coming in, and Gunner's actually the one. He's got to get the hell out of there. Wow. Just wasn't able to get away, and he gave up the Rolling Thunder, too. That I'm not sure if Zoomers can really afford to send anyone forward to defend this. They do put down the shield at least, so that is at least going to be somewhat helpful. But you see Bryle, again, this man does not care. He well and truly would not care less about anything that Zoomers are sending at him. He takes a tower, but Envy jumps in. Moo is there. Nice Ravage connecting onto everyone. This may have been their opening. Saberlight's going to get taken down. They're trying to fight their way through this, but Moonyander and Dubu are both dead, and Undying, they got to get out of here. There's a buyback on Saberlight, but by this point, Bryle and Tomato are trying to get away, but the bash goes through the BKB. Tomato's still in trouble, trying to buy some time with his Eul Scepter, but now Saberlight back in, drops the roar. Bryle's going to wait for him his way forward. Gunner's taken down, Moo falling as well. Envy now isolated from his teammates. The supports are trying to get back over to him, but they've just got to fall back in that opposing high ground.
And I think what they're really playing around here is they say, okay, Moon and Dubu, you definitely messed up, got a little bit too close, got clipped in that Ravage. I believe Moon, he wasn't actually clipped in the Ravage, but you got cleaved down by the Sven without God Strength, without anything. Throw away the Aegis, not a care in the world. This is going to be Megas. There's no Pango. He's really the only core that can fight up that isn't cooldown reliant. And we're probably going to see the G's called pretty soon here, unless...
He got stunned up.
No,
there's the roar into the Fiend's Grip, though. Yeah, Envy's just locked down, taken out. Moo's stunned up as well by a stolen Stormhammer. And, well, at this point, Zoomers, yeah, running out of options, they will concede defeat. The G's will be dropped, and Undying will take Game 1 of this best-of-3 series. Took them a little while to build up that strength, but once they got going, really, they just did not stop.
Seeker, you're playing very high up in those waves. You're always going to take a lot of damage from those Mars spells, as well as now Moon Meander sliding into that Grimstroke.
The smoke play will get them all the way around. They run into Saberlight first, roll forward, connecting onto Moon Meander. They're going to hit him up with a Split Earth as well, and that's going to be a relatively easy first blood play for them. Nice aggression coming out from the Zoomer side, exactly what we wanted to see. Often not really used to getting sort of outranged early on, but those missiles keep on coming in onto him. Meanwhile, up top, there's going to be the move in from Saberlight and Moon Meander. They do hit up Husky, basically ignoring Envy. I think Saberlight even
more T1 towers they can take away from Bryle. The slower his farm is, the less plays he has. And going forward, what I can only imagine is this Blink Dagger rush. You're going to output a lot of damage, but okay, Husky.
Hit onto Husky. Should be an easy kill. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at this point, they've kind of given up that initiation. Once they go into Husky, nobody hasn't actually finished it up, but he's got himself a hood, he's got the headdress, he's looking pretty good here in terms of the auras that he can potentially provide. His Gunner just got knocked back. He's slowed up now by the Rebuke, trapped inside of the arena. Where's the backup? Husky's trying to get in. Can he get there in time? He's going to try and heal his teammate up, but can't really do enough. Gunner will fall. Now that leash actually came through from the Soulbind. Tomato's in on the back line. This is getting so complicated for Zoomers. Move knocked back by the spear, trapped in the river. Z3's going to try to roll forward as they turn the fight onto Bryle. They do manage to bring him down. That is going to be big for them, but they still got to deal, oh god, with Tomato. But Tomato just lost about 80% of his HP off the back of the Rupture. Didn't realize he was hit up by it as he pushed into the fight with the Shikuchi, and Tomato just runs himself to death. He was at least able to get the kill.
Deeper and not worry about that Blood Right Silence, which will be crucial in these team fights, but
he's going to roll in.
Oh,
he missed everything, and now he's silenced. The Inkswell stun's going to knock him down, and I mean, it was an interesting attempt. It just doesn't work out. Now Gunner, he's going to try to move in, but all of his teammates are trapped up inside of that arena. Dubu is still dropping low, but the Hand of God is going to keep him alive for now. He does eventually fall, but Bryle comes in with the laser, connecting onto two. They've taken down both. They've got Gunner as well, and now Moo, he's by himself. Husky tries to push back in. He is going to use the Tumbler's Toy to close that gap, but Moo is just still dropping. The missile finishes him off. Husky now has to run, but the Inkswell slows him down. Excuse me, the Stroke of Fate slows him down. The Inkswell stuns him up. The Husky will fall, and now Saberlight
out of fight. And it all comes down to what Z-Freak is able to
popping.
find. Here we go.
Gunnar pops the BKB, needs the lasso down onto somebody. Z-Freak meanwhile rolling in. They've cut out Saberlight, but the arena does still come through. There's going to be the ult coming out from Husky, though. Will it provide enough? They're trying to fight their way through this as they've taken Saberlight down. Moon Meander's going to be falling as well. Moo getting both of those kills, and the Undying attack really just getting sort of broken up here as Tomato, he was sort of caught out a little bit further to the east, trying to hide out in the river. The time-lapse actually doesn't even keep him alive. Farming. We do see pretty much the cores on both sides trying to take advantage of this time. Gunnar, though, there's the blink jumping in, getting onto Dubu. Can they lock him down? Need a little bit more damage to finish him off as they try to pull him across the river. They don't actually get him up onto the high ground, though. Dubu still alive. Pops the Hand of God as well as the pipe. He's up, and now Tomato, he just goes straight in onto Envy. They find the kill. Moo's going to get taken out as well. Tomato picks up the double kill. This is an absolute disaster for 4 Zoomers. Moon is going to be able to stun up Z-Freak, finishing him off while further up the middle lane, Husky and Gunnar are just on the run. Tomato, I mean, he just entirety.
Exactly. And then the reset happens. They have to push out the bot lane. They have to watch on the mid lane. And, oh, it's a nice knockback. Can he get him? The Yules?
He got it. Bryle is in some serious trouble here. Can he get himself out? Nope. He's immediately going to get silenced up, stunned as well. And that's the play that 4 Zoomers needed. The clear out from the top lane now actually looks quite a bit better because it got them that rapid rotation down bot, while the rest of Undying, well, they are pushing out the top lane and they can't get the tier 2. Now they're looking for kills. So maybe this is still going to work out for them as they're in onto Envy. Envy, though, popping the BKB, trying to fight his way out of this. He did hit up Tomato, and Tomato's just going to have to hold his ground there, wait for the rupture to wear off, but needs to make sure he's far enough away from Moo to not be taking that bonus damage. As Moo tried to push in, but there's going to be the spear knocking him down. He's locked up with the tree. And now Gunnar? Gunnar has a BKB. Yeah, he's going to have to pop it, but he doesn't have the Firefly. Well, actually, he had the Firefly going, excuse me, as he is able to jump in, but this is getting very, very complicated. They're trying to go for Saberlight here, but where's the damage? They just can't finish him off. Meanwhile, Z-Freak doing his best to create a distraction on that back line, and technically speaking, he will be successful. Actually, more than successful. He just rolled away. He's going to be perfectly fine. The Guardian Angel comes out from Husky, and somehow this engagement is still going. Gunnar's looking for some sort of way onto the back line, but not going to have his opening, while Tomato just goes straight down their throats. Husky taken out, and it looks like on the Undying side, and that gets so much more complicated, especially with Saberlight. He's got nearly 4k HP. There is very little that he's afraid of. As you see him just jump right into the middle of multiple heroes. That's going to force another BKB out, but they did get onto Moon Meander. Maybe they can get the Grimstroke out of this fight early, take away the threat of that Dark Portrait. As they do exactly that, Z-Freak, though, does end up going down, immediately buying back. They're trying now to get onto Bryle, but Bryle holding his ground, sending out the lasers. Z-Freak and Envy both go down. They do get Bryle in exchange, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Tomato and Saberlight, they're just going to push their way forward. They're in onto Z-Freak, that Earth Spirit dangerously low. He is going to be able to roll himself out of there. Now Gunnar wants back in, dodging the spear. Tomato, though, wants to get onto him, but the knockback is going to be there. Tomato now, though, healing up with the Satanic. He's going in for another round of fighting. Can he catch up to anyone? Not initially, but he is still pushing his way forward. If he can't get a hero, maybe he can get damage onto the racks, but you see 4 Zoomers just sort of hanging out around him, desperately trying to set up for some sort of play, but Tomato really doesn't seem to care right now. He has the Aegis, so even if he does go down, it's just going to be the first death. They are going to kick him back into the stun, though. But, I mean, look at Tomato. He doesn't care. The Satanic is back up again. Saberlight now blinks forward, going for the spear, pushing Moo away from the fight, and the racks have been exposed.
Yep. Now he's going to have full Mjolnir going to be completed in just a few moments here. And here's the fight on a Dubu, but
roll in. Can they get him? Dubu's already used pretty much all of his healing, but Saberlight is going to respond with the arena. That's going to break the fight up. Z-Freak, though, not dead just yet, so instead they go for Husky. Saberlight wants that kill. Will be able to get it with a rebuke. Dubu does get sacrificed, but now Husky buying back. Lasso comes in. They're going to try to lock Saberlight down. They do have the damage to kill him off, and now I believe that's the cue to leave for the Weaver, but he is still pushing his way forward, using the time-lapse to get some of that HP back, but I think he really should leave. Z-Freak is going to roll in onto him, though, and they've burned through him. That's the first life gone. There's no one here to help him. Moon Meander is trying to TP mid, but he's not going to get there in time. Tomato, though, again, should have known better. He doesn't care. He pops the BKB. He turns around. He takes down Z-Freak. He crits down Husky, and now Envy getting hit by the crit as well. He's got to fall back.
Oh, no. Aren't out of the woods just yet. And still, this is with Saberlight, I think, missing a lot of his spears. If he finds an initiation, he's still going to force everything out of you. Well, here we go.
They get the spear down. Moo's going to get caught first. GA, though, comes out from Husky, so that's going to absorb a fair bit of the damage. Not sure if it's enough, though. Moo is still falling. Not dead yet, though. Trying to get back to the fountain. Can they finish him off? Saberlight needs maybe one more hit as the spear will come through, but it's not going to do enough. So, Moo survives. His teammates, though, not in the greatest of positions. Z-Freak does get taken down. Bryle, though, will be taken out in exchange. He immediately buys back, though, looking to rejoin the fight. Is Envy very low on HP. He's going to get stunned up and taken down. Dubu will be traded out, but at this point, these trades are not going to be good enough for 4 Zoomers. They've lost 4. It's down to Gunnar to try and save the day, but he's just going to get locked down. Hexed up, silenced as well, finished off. A buyback comes through from him, but at this point, it just feels like it's too late. Saberlight is there to intercept him, blinking forward, and the GG will finally be called. As for Zoomers, I mean, they gave it a good go there, and that was an impressive play with the lasso to catch out Tomato, but as you said, ET, they can't do it a second time. Undying know it, and Undying it to close it out.